Good morning and welcome to Perfect Prescription, where we get you your perfect prescription. Yeah, they make me say that. It's not a very good motto, but it is true. I am going to start today's examination by getting really up in your space, if I can get these gloves on, and checking out your eyes. So before we do any actual visual assessment, we do a physical assessment where I examine your actual eyeballs. So I am just going to lightly be pressing on your eyes right there and above. Okay. On the other eye, pressing and pressing. And you tell me if you feel any pain. You shouldn't with anything that I'm doing, but okay. And I'm just taking a look. I'm going to shine this right here. Okay, and examine your pupil. Okay, right here. Okay, sorry about the brightness. It's part of the assessment. Okay. I'm going to put my fingers right here. And press in. Okay. If you could look to your left for me. Okay, and look to your right. Okay. Yes. Yeah, I do have to do that. And I know it can be a little bit unpleasant. I apologize. I'm going to use a very soft tip. Keep your eyes open for me. And I'm going to gently touch right there. Okay. I know, this is everybody's least favorite part. Gently touch right there. Okay. Other side. Gently touch right there. Yeah, you gotta try and keep it open for me, okay? Touch right there. And right there. Okay. Okay. I'm going to ask you to please follow to start, but just with your eyes. I need you to keep your nose nice and straight, looking ahead, okay? Just your eyes. Just your eyes, okay? I'm gonna go up now. Just your eyes. Follow this. No, nose forward. Okay. Now I want you to not follow it, okay? Stare at me right here, my nose. Okay. Sorry, I'm moving my nose. Yes, I have to stay still. It's practice for me. There we go. Okay. Yeah, you got it. How many fingers am I holding up? Okay. 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 Yeah. Tell me when. You know the drill. It's like you've done this before. Okay. 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 Well, this is essentially testing your peripheral vision, which is surprisingly important. A lot of people don't realize how many stimuli we get from looking at our peripheral vision. And people who are lacking it are at a great disadvantage. Well, have you ever gone for a walk and it's raining and you need to wear a hood and you feel impeded by that? Yeah, it's because you don't have your peripheral vision. Sure, you can see, but you have to turn your head everywhere to do it, which is not as convenient as observing lightly from the sides. But your eyes look very healthy. They look really good. Okay. Yeah, so what we're going to do is assess a lot more than you're used to getting assessed. Of course, we're going to start with the basics. Ye old Snellen Eye Chart. Of course, just because we do things differently doesn't mean we're completely reinventing the wheel, okay? So, when I point to it, I'd like for you to tell me what it is. Okay. Let's read this line right here. Okay. What about this line? Okay. What about this one? Okay. Can you do this one? Wow. Well, we might not need a lot of correction in that department, but we'll see. I'm going to be looking into your eyes now, okay? If you could just keep them wide for me, there's going to be some light. It's going to be a little unpleasant, but I'm just going to get really close to you to see what we're looking at here. Okay. Then I'm going to look into this one. You're doing a great job keeping your eyes open. Okay. Yeah, actually, you can see directly in through the pupil. Well, that's how the light gets in. Right. So, here's the part where things diverge a little bit. The kinds of prescriptions that we offer are a color correction as well. So we're going to go through a color test, okay? I'm just going to need you to say what color you're seeing through it, okay? I'm also going to be observing your eyes while one of your other eyes is viewing through the color. So I'm just going to be putting some color swatches up here and on the other side. So we'll start with this side. There'll be a little bit of light in your eyes too, but we're going to go ahead and start here. Okay. Okay. And other side. Seeing how your eyes are reacting. I can see the difference between the color flooded in this one and the lack of color wash in the other one. Alright, that one's yellow. Let's go ahead and do blue. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Sorry, I'm just going to touch a little bit. Okay. Okay. All right. Blue. Let's move on to red. Then we have to do the secondary colors. It's really bright red. Well, you know, yes. But light works differently. It's a little weird that way. Well, because it's red, blue, and green, not red, blue, and yellow. Whereas in elementary school, you know, with the primary colors. Right. Well, light works differently. I mean, it's all light. Paint looks the way it does because of light too, but I know, it's confusing. All right, let's move on to, we're skipping the secondary ones for now. I'm going to this. This is just for checking out how shades will work. What we give you for your classes will have transitions on them. I mean, if you want, it doesn't have to. It's not required. Okay. Okay. Just watching your eyes. I mean, it is my job. This one's haven't been used yet. I gotta take the film off of it. 1 second. Well, we got some greens and they weren't quite the right color, and we just got our new batch of secondaries in, so these ones still have the film over them. Let's see. Yeah. All right. Here we go. Okay. 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 All right, that's green. We grab our orange. Yeah, just 2 more of these, and then we'll have another examination, and then we'll look at lenses for you, okay? Oh, yeah? Oh, that's because I didn't get the other one off. Good call. They stick everywhere. The static is unbelievable with them. There we go. Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, God, tell me about it. One more purple. Well, my lips are chapped all the time, but the thing is, chapstick does nothing to help me because I just lick it off. Like, it bothers my lips to have it on there. It's as though my lips would rather be dry. That's kind of unconscious. Oh, the static is driving me crazy. It's just the time of year, something about winter. The air is so dry. Well, soon enough. I used to love the winter a lot more when I was a kid. Now I'm just too cold all the time. Well, your eyes reacted to the red a little bit. So I think we'll do a +1 for red. Let me redo the blue because, right. We'll do a +1 for red. So what this is going to do is it's going to vivify. I don't think that's the right word. It's going to make vibrant colors again for you when you wear your new glasses. Any colors that have become dull over time with your eyes are going to pop out like they did when you were younger. Partially, it's psychological, but it's also just because your eyes get tired and old. And this is going to give you some color correction. I don't think we need blue, but we definitely need red. One more time with the red. Yes. Maybe we'll do 1.5 with the red. I think that's really going to make everything pop out in the world again. Definitely 1.5. Okay. Need to do a quick calibration here on your eyes before we do the lens test. All you've got to do is sit still. I'm just going to be watching your eyes. I might give you a couple instructions, but otherwise you can just relax your gaze, okay? It's hard not to pay attention when somebody's in your face like that. Okay, I need you to gaze to the left. Oh, sorry. My left, your right. Okay, through this one. Yeah, keep following it. Okay. Okay. You have very slight wild eye, or a lazy eye is what they used to call it. It's not a very nice term, but you're able to move your eyes just slightly independently of one another. That can sometimes cause some vision issues. It's something we can correct for with your prescription as well. Right. Well, your eye won't need to move independently, like it won't be inclined to. Okay. I need you to close one eye. Either eye. We'll just do the other one next. Keep that one open for me. Try not to blink it. I guess wink it because it's only one. Try not to wink your eye. Okay. Alright, switch eyes for me. Switch back to the other eye. Okay. Follow me up and down. Not side to side, just up and down. It's a little bit of a mind workout too. Ah, yeah. Okay, perfect. Now what I'm going to do is I'm essentially going to put a little device right here in front of you, okay? I'm going to put lenses into it, and I need you to tell me whether or not you can see out of them. Well, and which one's better. There we go. You can just say 1 or 2 for which one looks better, okay? That's 1. That's 2. Okay? 1. 2. 1. Okay. Or 2. Okay. 1. Or 2. So they're all bad, huh? Interesting. 1 or 2. Okay. 1 or 2. Okay. Let's see. 1 or 2. Okay. 1 or 2. 1 or 2. Oh, what it tells me is you don't need a prescription for that way, just for color correction. Right. Well, let me show you some styles that we have. One of my favorites right now is the fold up. These fold up really small. Now, they have little bits that fold like here. Let me take off my gloves. So they fold really nice and small. They're easier to put in your pocket. They're totally indestructible is what I like about them too. I'm a little bit of a glasses murderer myself. That's why I have to get an otter box for my phone too. Yeah, so they look, well, it's maybe not your color, so, but we do have them in black as well. We've also got your classic wire rims, okay? These are always in style, in my opinion. They look intellectual. I think so. Well, we have more frames out there. These are just the ones. Each of these have a slightly different nose style, so I'm testing them on you to see about comfort, okay? These ones have a prescription in them, so they're going to be a little bit foggy, okay? Okay, how does the nose part feel for you? Sorry, I should have told you that when we started. Yeah, so these ones don't have, they've got just like plastic. It doesn't move very much, so some people really like that because it doesn't have that extra metal thing, you know? Yeah, this one is the same type. It doesn't have the movable nose piece as much, but it's lowered down on your nose where it's holding on. So, what do you think about that one? Okay, that one's my favorite. Yeah, just one more thing. I need to do just a little bit of measuring of your face so that we can show you all the ones out there that we have in your size. We like them to fit perfectly. Some people have wider faces. So let me grab my tape measure. Right, so, okay. I'm just kind of looking where your cheekbones are to see what do. So we have like 6 different lines of frames, essentially A, B, C, D, E, F. We weren't very creative in naming them, and we just kind of evaluate cheekbone shape, the face width, ear height to get you the perfect kind. We have most of our frames in all of the different groups. Yeah. And if I were just going to guess without measuring, but I'm not allowed to do that, I'd say you're probably in the D group. So from there, where it would stop to the back of your ear, get your ears a little bit. Okay. The bridge of your nose, which is important because we have wider, like the plastic ones are wider. Well, I have a pretty narrow bridge, so. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe it's C. That's why they don't let me just guess by your face shape. I have to do the measuring. Yeah, I prefer the ones that don't move too, honestly. Also, it's a piece that can't break off. Well, even though most like half of our combs indestructible, so we'll replace them if they break for you. But that doesn't include the nose piece of all the ridiculousness. So that's why I kind of adjust the non-moving nose piece for people. Okay, I think you are safe. I think I was wrong. Yeah, so I'm gonna write up your prescription and then I will meet you out there to look at frames, okay?